welcome back to my channel. Can you feel it? Like, can you feel like life and Christmas time and this time of year is just, it's gonna get crazy if you let it. And so my MO for this video is to just have you guys in. Let's have a little girl chat. Wish we could have you all over. We could just like hang out together. But I thought a video like this at the beginning of December would just be a good way to catch up, connect, and remind each other, because it's my problem too, that we're just not gonna do everything that's could be on our plate this Christmas season. We're gonna say no when we need to, and we're not gonna overcommit. We're not gonna undercommit either. We're gonna give back, and we're not gonna let things get crazy. We're not gonna play that competitive, like look on social media what everybody else is doing and try to do just as much or more. No. We're gonna opt out of some of that stuff. But yeah, I thought we were highly due for a little girl chat. My podcast right now, Honey I'm Homemaker with my cousin Jana. We do a lot of girl chat over there, but we're on our season break before we come back in the new year. So I thought, you know what? We need a good chatty video. We're just gonna hang out this afternoon. My kids are napping, my two youngest. The other two are still not back from school yet for the day, but my other two are napping religiously every day at 2 o'clock. I put them down for naps, my 4-year-old and my almost 2-year-old. Actually, my 4-year-old was listening to a book before he went to sleep. They love, this is a great gift idea, the Dream Machine, little Tykes apparatus, whatever it is. Get that for Christmas if you have a kid from the ages of, I would say 1 to 8. They really all love it, and you can get different books and stuff. So he's up there listening to that right now, and he will turn it off and fall asleep. He's very responsible about it because he knows if he doesn't, then he loses the privilege the next time. So I'm actually about to pull some cookies out of the oven here. Look at that wind out there. Oh, such a cozy day to be baking. Oh, there it is. These are what you call chocolate crinkles. They're my personal favorite. I'm not part of any cookie bakes this winter, which is actually fine. My family is very specific on the cookies they like. So I was thinking, I was just coming up with this now as I was baking, maybe I should just have a little, bake a different kind of cookie every week for the month of December. So we can have 4 different kinds. Josh likes to have a cookie with his coffee in the morning, and yeah, it's just nice to have them in the freezer to contribute to like last minute gatherings and stuff. So comment down below, what is your favorite cookie recipe? I'd love to know, because yeah, we are pretty stuck in a rut. We like the same ones. Chocolate chip, chocolate crinkle, monster cookies, that's Josh's favorite. And then brown butter icing sand tarts, which are like the cutout cookies with like a brown butter icing on top. They're so fun to do at Christmas time too, but they're a lot of work. So yeah, that's kind of the ones we stick to. I will include this recipe down below, but if you do make them, remember to mix the batter up the night before so that you get nice round cookies and they're not just like a giant gooey messy puddle when you're done, because you want these to be super fudgy and yummy. I am usually always religiously working at my laptop this time of day, so I'm so excited for my kids to come home and have a warm cookie to eat for their after school snack. This is just like living out my mom dreams, even though I never really was so excited about being a mom as a teenager. Yeah, this is my mom dreams right here. So this recipe makes about 2.5 dozen if you make them this size. Why do I feel like my hair is falling down? Oh, did you guys see this back here? I just picked this up yesterday in a windy parking lot. Facebook Marketplace find. I need to figure out where to display it, to hang it. I feel like it needs to be hung, not propped up somewhere, but I can't commit. I thought maybe after the holiday season, when I take down all my Christmas decor, I can decide. But it's like wood, and it's like a goldish color, but not like a gaudy gold either. There's a sweet old lady that I bought it from, and so yeah, it has a little hanger on the back and everything. I've been really stalking Facebook Marketplace lately, even just for Christmas presents. My son, his dirt bike gave out, so we need a new dirt bike, and just, you know, it's always good to be on there, see what you can find. And you can thrift Christmas presents. I am absolutely not above that. Some of you are asking how we do Christmas, and I'm the mom that's really annoying and wraps like every little thing, because I love to see all the presents and I use them kind of as decor, but we don't really spend gobs of money on Christmas unless there's something we need. Like, you know, a dirt bike is quite the big purchase, and my 4-year-old should probably have the next size up bike. So yeah, a few things like that. We actually thought this year we might do more experiences. We have what's called Sight and Sound in our area, which is a off-Broadway theater house that does Bible stories, and I've heard it's even better than Broadway. And I have to say, all the dinner theaters I've gone to, all the ballet, symphony, anything. It rivals all of that. It's amazing. So if you're ever in Lancaster area and it's like a colder time of year, I definitely think it's worth your time to go to Sight and Sound, see what they're playing. Josh just texted me this morning. He's like, oh, we should get tickets for our older kids to go see Joshua. That's gonna be starting in March. So that would be kind of a big ticket item, but then I don't have to, I don't have to buy them much else. Just like a few little things. And I always buy them new underwear and wrap it, and my daughter new hair stuff and wrap it, and PJs and wrap it. I know I'm so annoying like that. Actually this year, I know a lot of people do Christmas PJs, and for me, like I don't post Instagram pictures with our PJs on and stuff, but I know a couple of my friends have done it and really like it. So this year we're trying something new. I got PJs from Pat, and instead of wrapping them, I'm gonna give them to them on December 1st. So I'm filming this video a little bit earlier. So by the time that you see this, I will already have given them to them, and then they can just wear them all winter long, let's be honest. Not just for Christmas time. And yeah, Pat had so many options. Okay, this is Megan a little bit later on. Tonight's the night I'm gonna give my kids their Christmas pajamas. We're changing it up, like I said. So I keep Christmas presents that I've been stashing in my closet here. So far, it's basically a bunch of books and our PJs from Pat. Now, excuse all the pounding. Josh is with the kids, so he's keeping them distracted so I can show this to you guys before they see them. I ordered their bamboo fiber pajamas. Okay, now these are the kind of pajamas that my kids love. They are soft and cozy and they're durable. You guys know how often you're washing your PJs, and so I feel like they can look ratty really quickly. The color should last on these a lot better than just a straight normal cotton pajama. Plus, if you can just feel them, they're so much softer. I thought these little cute dog ones would be perfect for my 4-year-old. I get some holiday themed ones for them as well, but I decided to get some that match their personality just because I know they would enjoy this. And it makes washing a lot easier because I can tell whose is whose. This is like a lemon gingham print for my daughter Evonnie. And again, with that bamboo fiber, I've actually bought bamboo fabric to sew with myself, and it's always more expensive, but that's because it's 4 times more durable and you get your wear and tear out of it a lot longer. And with me, I love if I can pass like PJs down from kid to kid. A lot of the times, if you get like the Amazon ones, they are worn out in one season and they do not go on to the next brother at all. But bamboo fabric is, again, much more durable than a standard cotton. You can see that little stretch there. Aren't these so cute? Little cowboy ones. And this set came with the shorts and the long pants, so he can wear it through different seasons. And also I found with growing kids, it's not so much that I'm bummed that they grow out of a size, it's that I have to go shopping for the next size every time. And so I like the stretchy bamboo. They can wear it 3 times longer than just like the standard cotton because of all that extra forgiveness and give. These are 2 fun tractors for this is my babies, I believe. Yes, 2T for my almost 2-year-old. That's so crazy. There you can see like the mustard ribbing on the top. So yeah, I'm excited for them to see their new PJs. Also with the bamboo fabric, it's been proven to be better for sensitive skin. It helps with temperature regulation, and it's also more breathable and hypoallergenic. So if you have a baby that kind of sweats at night, this might be the perfect option for you. They have zipper footy pajamas if you have babies, and sizes for the whole family actually. So definitely check out Pat. This is pajama season, and I feel like everybody could benefit from a good, fresh, new pair of PJs or 2. Like I said, I have some holiday PJs coming in the mail here in a second too, but I think we might save those for maybe Christmas Eve. We'll see. They also have a variety of fabrics on their website that you can check out, but I would just jump right to the bamboo tab and look what they have there. That's what I recommend. Check it out for yourself. I know you guys are probably buying PJs anyway. It is cozy pajama season, and I think we'd all benefit from a new pair too, right? So yeah, I don't know if there's anything better than a practical and fun gift at the same time. So wrap those PJs. I think it's perfectly fine, or give them to them ahead of time and you can all match together. And thank you, Pat, for working with me. I bought a bunch of Evonnie's dresses when she was younger from Pat, and they were favorites of hers. But now she needs like that longer length, so I haven't lately. But yeah, I do not always enjoy the acquiring of the Christmas presents, but it's always worth it on the day of Christmas. I set this camera up in the corner of the room on the tripod and I just let it roll, and then we have the footage we can look back on every Christmas to see how the kids are growing and see what we got, and it's just so fun. So you have to put in the work as a mom. You know, all that wrapping paper ripped up on the floor doesn't come out of nowhere. You got to put in the effort. I don't know if you guys have noticed my wooden spoons back here. They're just so beautiful, and they are actually handcrafted in Lesvos, which is a little island in Greece. Lesvos Woodcraft is headed up by a Mennonite family, and basically they employ refugees who are misplaced from all over the world, and they come to Lesvos. They're stuck on this island. They really have nothing to do, and the language barrier is really huge. So you can actually, if you buy these for a friend or for yourself, you can look at the letter on there, which this one has a B, it looks like, and then you can use the QR code that comes with your order and look online, and you'll be able to see the craftsman who made your pieces. And they are very, very good quality. You can like oil them down to keep their shine nice. And anyway, I just love it. I think it's a great, this is my favorite one right here, the soup ladle. So yeah, I think it's just a great ministry and also an awesome way to give gifts. And they come super fast because they already have them over here in the US. They ship them over and then they ship them from the US. So you can get them pretty quickly. Actually, I was shocked. I thought it might take a while. Nope, they came pretty quick. So yeah, check it out if you're looking for useful and beautiful Christmas gifts with meaning behind it. Also, while I'm showing you guys gift ideas, I wanted to show you this cookbook that I just got. I can't necessarily vouch for any of the recipes myself because I just got it, but it is so beautifully done, like so well put together. Tina Miller did this, and I'm wondering if it's self-published because I cannot tell. Like, it looks very, very well done. The photography, she is into natural living and like whole foods and everything, so there's even a giant section in the back full of like canning and elixirs, cleaning supplies and stuff that you can make in your kitchen. So it's very robust. If I know cookbooks are a great thing to get, especially for like a mom who has everything already. And this looks like one that's just fun to flip through. The photography is beautiful, and there's little quotes and just little tidbits and thoughts throughout. Even the illustrations, like look at that. It's quite the collaboration. So yeah, I will link this below too if you're looking for, you know, it's always fun to see what new cookbook is out every year. You can't get all of them, but this one looks like it might be worth your time. Also, a book that I actually have a discount code for. I have not read it yet, but I'm so excited to give it to my kids. Just look at the flannels on these beavers. So Rosalina Yoder illustrated this book. Like, just look at that picture. And just pretty much on almost every page, there's a beautiful illustration or two or three. It is actually, she fictionalized the story of their life and made it in a beaver family. Like, how cool is this? It's so well done. And you can currently get it at 10% off with my code, Megan10. I'll put it on the screen and also in the description box. And it's a chapter book. Like, it looks super fun to read aloud to your kids, like one chapter each night. She is such an artist. Like, look at that. It's amazing. I wish you guys could, like, obviously through a camera screen, it's hard to show you, but yeah, wow. Just every page is just absolutely a visual feast. Like, oh, I just love it. And it's a faith-based book, so don't worry about that. I'm assuming there's lessons and stuff in it throughout, so I am excited to sit down and cozy up by the fire and read this with the kids. Look at the little hedgehog with his cotton candy. Oh my word. Oh, anyway, so check that out, The Beaver Family Adventures, and I'll link it below. You can get 10% off. Okay, we gotta try one of these cookies before they're completely cold, and this is where I would pull out the iced coffee. I'm not in the mood today though, honestly. So here I have my Christmas bow cup. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. I have like I'm starting a collection of cups for my kids to like have chocolate milk in the mornings with. Okay, let's be honest, me too. I love a fun cup. But I saw someone saying that Olipop has a crisp apple that's really good, which I don't love all of their flavors, so I'm excited to try this one. And I thought it's perfect holiday flavor / fall flavor. You know, it's still technically fall for like 2 weeks yet, 3 weeks. It's always so satisfying. So still loving our Pebble ice machine. That would be an awesome gift idea. I'll link ours below. And then I'm gonna throw in a cinnamon stick, why not? And one of my freshly freeze-dried orange slices, which if you guys watched my last video, it was my Christmas Decorate With Me video. Oh my goodness, did that not take a turn? Go watch that if you have not. It's not just decorating, it's a lot of chatting too, and some unexpected twists and turns. As I was saying, glass straw. Would this not make a good gift too? I've given straws countless times as gifts. Let's try this Olipop. What does it taste like? It's really good. It's like very light. I would tell you if I didn't like a drink. I like this one though. My kids are gonna get off the bus here in a little bit. Let's be honest, they'll probably drink half of it for me. We've all been waiting for chocolate crinkle. Ooh, I got powdered sugar in my lungs. Look at that interior. It is perfectly gooey and not overdone. It hits every time. I did not need to sample that on camera to know that was gonna be really good. But yeah, an iced coffee with that would have been way too much sugar. This is a lot lighter. Love it. Do you guys want a cookie? Woo! You can't have 2 drinks. You only take one. Anyway, taste one. They're so good and fudgy. Is it good? It has 5 grams of sugar, so it's not too sugary. I know, I did the same thing. I powdered sugar up my lungs. Yeah, same. I saw you. The hot lunch.
And we're at PE.
When you had PE, I was watching you too. Okay, the kids like the Olipop too, and I sent them out for some fresh air, but then they're gonna come in and listen to Odyssey and do crafts in the basement apparently. Here, let's move this out of the way. It's that time of year where it's like, is it nice weather or is it not nice weather? It looks nice, and then you go out and it's like way windier than you gave it credit for. Anyway, I'm sitting down here to get some thoughts together for, I just have so much going. I should be editing right now, but I feel like I cannot move forward until I get some stuff taken care of. I have Christmas cards I need to send out, and I've had so many friends move. I don't know what's up with 2025. I guess everybody's just moving, so I need to track down a bunch of new addresses. I need to plan some parties so I can hand some cards out to people in person and not have to pay for all the stamps. But this is my planner I've been using all year, and I have beat it up to death. I think my biggest accomplishment in life, and I've accomplished a lot of things, but I think my biggest accomplishment has been inventing the perfect planner. I'm kidding, of course, but it's perfect for me and people who think like me and people who do not want a workbook for a planner. They just want a simple place to corral their notes, basically like a spiral bound to-do list kind of. And I made it purposely undated so that if you fall off the bandwagon, no harm, no foul. It doesn't matter because you just pick it up the next week, date it how you need to. There are month pages in the back if you like the month layout, but everything is pretty much a time block. 3 different sections, and I have some people divide up their life into categories like home chores, homeschooling, and social engagements, you know, kind of like that, 1, 2, 3. For me, I have morning, afternoon, and evening because that's kind of how my day is structured. The middle block is all my work stuff because that's when I get work things done during this time period of the day. And then, yeah, I just kind of have it laid out like that. But you can totally, like I said, it's so perfect for a lot of people because it's so open-ended. Yeah, I didn't want to be put in a box. And so this is, I think, the 4th year I've printed my planners. Every year I've sold out. Right now we have 2 new covers available. I say they're the 2026 planners, but really they're not dated, so whatever. My mom will buy like a couple at a time and give them out as gifts because, you know, giving somebody an undated planner in May is actually not a bad idea at all because we all can use a place to corral all of our thoughts, notes, and scattered to-dos. So yeah, check out the 2 new covers. And yeah, now we have this kind of vintage, dusty floral cover, and then also the striped kind of wallpaper pattern. I design planners with, like, I want them to look pretty on my kitchen counter, not even my office necessarily, it's my kitchen counter. That's where my planner always is plopped, and I want it to look kind of like it flows with the rest of my house. So that's kind of how I design them, and I don't know, I just have fun with it. Definitely the interior is the most useful part of it. Cover is of course like the extra special part, so I always take a lot of time designing that. So grab yourself one, grab a couple for gifts. They're the perfect gift to give somebody who already has everything. And I just wanted to point out the cover. It has the giant word everyday on the cover, and I never change this because it just feels so profound to me. This is the any day, everyday block it off planner, but it says on the cover, there's beauty in the everyday. You know, the idea that us as moms, like the everyday can feel so unspecial and uninspiring and unimportant sometimes, but there's beauty in just the everyday mundane tasks. Like, I feel like that's most of our life mottos, right? Right now in the season of life, us, me and you. No? Yes? Like, wouldn't you say most days are just like every day, the everyday days? But there's beauty there. Like, think about the little aspects that you really enjoy and love about your job, about being a homemaker, a mom, whatever role you find yourself in. And then you double up the word everyday with the next quote, which is, every day is a fresh start. And I feel like the perfect way to sum that up is just forgiveness. You know, every day we have a brand new morning to start out again, start over. It's a fresh start. We can forgive our children for past misdeeds from the day before. God forgives us for being insufficient mothers and homemakers and wives, because we all need forgiveness from time to time, for sure. So I've just kept the quote on the cover the same forever, and it still means so much to me. I did change up the Bible verse on the inside. It now says, in all your ways acknowledge him, Psalm 3:6. I really love that verse, especially in light of planning. Sometimes I can view God as he's just like playing a practical joke on me, like, yeah, you think that's what you're gonna do today, but you have no idea what's coming. We recently had another health scare with my son. By the time this video comes out, who knows where we're at, I don't know, but God was so merciful. I'm not gonna get into it right here, but my son has unexplained seizures, or had them a year and a half ago, and so we're always living on edge of like, could they come back? You know, is our care plan working? You know, he's a growing boy. He's a moving target, as his doctor, his neurologist says. I just hope that none of you ever have a neurologist on call. Dr. Carson is the most amazing man ever. He loves God, and he talked to self-alleged. Josh and I were both really dealing with anxiety and stuff, and I don't talk about it a lot on here, but yeah, it is something that we deal with, and it's a lot of mental game. But as I was saying, God is not there to play practical jokes on us. He's not sitting there thinking, Neener, you think that's what you're gonna do today, but something else, I'm gonna throw a wrench in it, you know? It's more the idea of, in all your ways, acknowledge him. Acknowledge that God's gonna give you the strength to do the things that you need to put on your to-do list for today, or the things you can't put on your to-do list because your capacity is that small. You know, postpartum season is really tough, or if you are dealing with anxiety, just acknowledging God in the process of planning your days and your weeks and your life. I wanted that to be on the inside cover of my planners. So yeah, if you do get one of my planners, I really hope that you find it helpful, useful, and just a little bright spot in your day as well. There is a notes section. I have just the kind of like a brain dump section and also a list page, same as last year, just a little different layout. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and make a little holiday to-do list. The top of the charts is going to be my Christmas cards, which, by the way, I said this the last couple years, but if you have an extra Christmas card flying around, you're not sure what to do with it, put my address on it. Here it is, P.O. Box 9. Send that to me. I would love to see your faces. Every year I have people send me cards, and it's so encouraging to see them. My family just loves to open them up. So yeah, if you have an extra one flying around, put it in the mail. I know stamps are so expensive, but it's like I told my husband, it's not fair. You guys can see who I am, and you're like, some of you guys will come up and say hi to me when you see me in public and stuff. It actually happens almost every time I'm out and about. Somebody will say hi to me. It's really fun. It's turning me into a snob, I told Josh, because now I don't even have to like start conversations with people. They just come up to me and talk to me, and it's so fun. But I always, if you talk to me and say hi, I'm always asking questions about you because I want to know who you are. I feel like you guys know so much about me, but I want to know who you guys are. So yeah, sending a Christmas card would be just a very small part of that. So also, if you're looking for little stocking stuffers or gifts, I will link my highlighters down below. They're like really cute, use them a lot. And these pens are absolutely premium. I'll link them too, just because I know we're all looking for last minute Christmas gifts and stuff. So if that helps you out, just a little added bonus on the top of a gift you're already giving. Ugh, I had this like hairpin in the back of my head that's been driving me nuts all day. Those of you that wear your hair up in like a bun will get it. Oh, it feels so much better. Anyway, I'm up here trying to get ready. By the way, yes, I need to wash my hair tonight. I wash it on Thursday nights. Today's Thursday, so it's been a week, and you can tell. But Josh just called and said that he's gonna be home in time tonight for us to go to Walmart and do our Christmas shoebox tradition that we always do with the kids. We always pack 4 Christmas shoe boxes for Samaritan's Purse. It's really fun, and the kids, they always have a lot of questions. It's really interesting to navigate poverty and even like homelessness, things like that with small kids. And I like what John Deloney says, you know, talking with your kids about homeless people or whatever they're calling it now, like unhoused situations. It's good to remind your kids that any of us at all, or, you know, 3 or 4 bad decisions away from that. You know, 3 or 4 bad decisions could put you there. And I thought that was a really good way to view it, and just to be humble and appreciative for our situations in life, you know, having work and all of that. So it's just a really good discussion all around. I'm not gonna get into it here. But anyway, I digress. As I was up here, I saw that my tallow balm sitting on my counter, which I have not seen this all summer. This is something that I sell on my website as well. And this would make a great Christmas gift. It's whipped tallow balm. It's made right here in Lancaster County with grass-fed beef tallow. And I have vanilla and blue tansy. And you wanna look on the website to see which one you want. They both smell amazing. They don't smell like beef jerky or anything, but vanilla and blue tansy have both very different properties. Both have different benefits for your skin, and they both come with frankincense, which is also a great ingredient to put on your skin, and there's olive oil in it. So what I do is I use my Typology skincare system, which I've talked about on here before, every morning. Brightens up my face, makes it feel so good, and then in the evenings, especially in the deep winter, I haven't used it all summer, but in the winter, I will put on a nice layer of tallow balm before going to bed, and it just like, your skin almost like eats it up overnight, which is actually fine because it's good ingredients, you know? And you know when your face is just like painful in the winter from dry skin and it just feels scaly, this will definitely counteract that. And tallow balm is good for so many other things. I could tell you the things I use it for, you know, even on my kids, but I'm not gonna recommend that because that's not what it's marketed for, but you can look into the benefits of tallow balm for yourself. And yeah, if you want to get a hold of it, it is available for a limited time. We only ship over the cold seasons and it's made in small batches. So we do sell out pretty often. So if it's not available right now, check back again in like a month and it will probably be there. Or follow me on Shop Fox Sparrow on Instagram so you know when there's a new batch ready. I always try to post on there. So yeah, exciting stuff. And I've given countless jars of this stuff away as gifts. And we get people asking if we could sell it in larger quantities too, because you know, once you have one jar, you go through it and you love it and you want it again. I'm not gonna put it on now. I'm trying to get out the door here. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a Stromboli that I have in the fridge already made from the other day. I had it in the freezer. Gonna pop that in the oven. We're gonna eat a quick supper and head off to Walmart to shop for our shoe boxes. What city did you say you live in? So what did you say?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. You don't live in Jerusalem. Okay. My favorite Bible story is
Jesus.
Jesus? Jesus in the what? Like which story about Jesus?
The baby.
Jesus as a baby? That's the Christmas story. I love Jesus because he's my savior.
My favorite.
Savior. That's what Fletcher will write. Because, but why do you love Jesus?
I don't know. I think my favorite. Oh no!
Because he made the beautiful world?
No, sunset.
Because he made sunsets.
What are you? Oh!
He's been waiting to do that all day. You got it on Mommy's floor. What was it? What's over with?
Oh, Mommy, I forgot one thing. Mommy,
Okay, so I was just getting the mail in right now, and there was a coat for Miller, my 4-year-old, and then I got the most exciting package. Actually, this is all for Josh. I got our favorite coffee beans from Mama Java. This, ironically, is Josh's favorite, the messy bun. So I got the messy bun in regular whole bean coffee. It's like notes of nuts and caramel. And then I also got the decaf version. Their decaf is awesome because it's Swiss water processed and it tastes amazing still. By the way, if you ever want to purchase Mama Java, I always have a code, Megan5, and that just helps you out a little bit, gives you a little discount. Why not? Because good quality beans are kind of not an investment, but you know, they're not cheap, as they should not be if you're getting them from a good source. And then I always get a bag of espresso intenso. This is for like the espresso machine too. This has more, you can see here, caramel and chocolate notes. And guess what? It is started by a Mennonite mom, Janine. I consider her a friend here on YouTube space. So yeah, check it out if you're looking for some good coffee beans to try out. And if you already like these, which I know a lot of you do, consider these for gifts. Like, don't get on Mama's white skirt! Oh no! They got this, no, it's okay. They got this from my aunt when she was watching them today when I was serving hot lunch at the kids' school. She kept the little boys, and Miller was just all delighted with this stuff.
and this is the judgment. The light has come into the world, and people love the darkness rather than the light because they are sure evil.
Nice. Practice. Is those two? Okay, we are getting ready to head out the door. All the chaos to Walmart to do the shoe boxes. Let this be your sign to get yourself a fun patterned coat for winter. This one's plaid. Really doesn't matter if it matches anything because it totally covers up my entire outfit. Anyway, I just think it's so like fun. Speaking of coats, I found the cutest red wool coat, 12 bucks. We've been looking for one, right? I could not believe it. I thrifted one. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. It took us like, what, 2 years, but we finally got one. So darling, and now I just simply must have one my size. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
You look thrilled.
Well, I'm excited for the ice cream after.
First, we have to get the shoe boxes so we know how much fits into a box. $10 for one? Is that right? No, that's not right. There's no way.
What size do you need?
These right here, but there's no way they're $10. Okay, yep. So now we open them up and we start packing them full. Get some little Matchbox cars while we look at the dolls. Okay, here's all the dolls.
Them little old race cars.
Yep.
Gotta keep it moving. If we want ice cream, we gotta get this thing done.
I'm literally doing a slow jog to keep
right.
up with Josh and his cart of little minions.
That's right. Gotta go get ice cream.
He is motivated.
I am. Alright, where are we going?
Flashlights?
Oh boy.
Hey, no, double A. Double A.
Power tools. Yeah, let's not send them power tools.
Double A's and triple A's.
Every time we come to the paint section, Evonnie has to pick out some colors. Wow, that is the prettiest color scheme ever. I love that. What's it called? Cinnamon diamonds. And I'm looking for some colors for my office, so I grabbed a couple. By the way, I can't point. My hands are completely full, but these white pens, those are the best pens on the planet. They also come in green, which I love those too. And now I see they have lavender, whatever. They're just perfect. Oh, and they have a dark purple. Okay, it's probably good my hands are full because I want them all.
Can I keep collecting?
Oh, well, no. That's
Oh,
cool.
This is Russian and Breeo.
You know how to read Braille. Good for you.
Yes, I do.
Okay, here's little sticky notebooks. Ever wonder what Mennonite kids do when you come to a Walmart? They just stare at screens because we don't give them to the video. Oh, at least it's something nice on the screen, right? Okay, there's all the loot. Let's hope we can get these packed up. What are we gonna do?
Ice cream.
Where are we gonna get ice cream? Where are we going, Fletcher?
I don't know.
Okay, you can't see the light, but we're going to Tin Roof Cafe. They have really expensive, really yummy frozen yogurt. Uh-oh.
A girl named Rudolph.
Rudolph.
See, Jude, Mom, look.
Okay, here they all are. We're gonna add some paper on top yet because when you squish everything down, you can do that. And I'm trying to think of something we can do to fill in the cracks. And they really want you to pack them like the whole way full. So yeah, we did 2 girl boxes and 2 boy boxes. Okay, Josh is taking his little kid time with the kids as they're getting their nutties on. And I'm just gonna film this while they're up there playing. So if you hear lots of thumps and bumps, it's just them wrestling. And the boys' room is huge and there's like lots of space. And so Josh often will just lay on the floor and like they tussle him and whatever. So hey, it's a great way to get the last drops of energy out of them before bedtime. So I'll just wrap this video up with you guys down here in the semi peace and quiet. I cannot wait for my fireplace to be lit again. We've only lit it once so far and it's just like a glorified candle for me. So many of my friends and Josh have wanted to put a fireplace like insert gas, I guess that would be propane. And we just haven't done it. And I'm like, please don't. I just think of it like this fancy candle that just makes everything so cozy. And Josh got me a bunch of DuraFlame starters that you just put in and you can light it yourself really easily. So I do that sometimes. It's just so cozy. I'm actually hosting a Christmas party next week, which I will take you guys along for. So come back for next week's video. But I'm thinking we'll start the fireplace, we'll sit around the fire, or maybe we'll sit out in the sun porch where we get just sunlight all around us. It's like a snow globe kind of. I love that feel too. So I don't know, we'll see. I haven't done any of that planning yet. To be honest, this week has been absolutely packed, plus some of the crazy things that, yeah, I talked about earlier in this video. Like my anxiety was at its peak and I could not even hardly function. So I was really thankful I had this video planned for just an easy girl chat. It is weird how that works out. I feel like every time I plan to take a week off or make things a little lighter on my plate, something comes up where I'm so glad I had that planned, which is kind of eerie and makes me kind of grouchy in some ways, but it's like, wow, is it like self-fulfilling prophecy when I decide to take a week off or make things a little easier on myself, that dust hits the fan, or however you say it. But yeah, if my posting schedule is a little bit off the week of Christmas and New Year's, that's because Christmas and New Year's Day are on Thursdays, which are my posting days. So I might post some Mondays instead. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell so that you're notified. YouTube does not care if you're subscribed anymore. You have to hit the bell. And honestly, if you don't watch my videos regularly, they might never show them to you again. That's kind of how it works. So it's fine. I feel like I've found my people that look for me if they don't see me. And yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys watching. Send me those cards like I mentioned. And I hope you enjoyed coming along. Here comes Josh. Did the boys beat you up and spit you out?
Yeah, they do. It takes wrestling just to try to get them
in bed.
out.
You're sitting on, oh, you're coming right in. I was telling them how every time I plan to take a week off or make things easier on myself, it almost feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy or something. It's kind of eerie how that works.
No, I think you have to allow for margin in your life, and I think you're...
Are you really filming like this?
This is where I ended up. No, I think one of your tendencies is to go, 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 and there's no margin in your life, and so...
I know, but every time I create margin is what I'm saying. Every time I am intentional to create margin, it gets filled with something disastrous. It's never like, oh, Megan gets to sit on the sofa and read a book this week.
I don't. I think you're just remembering the bad things, and I think... you've only had that once or twice, and I feel like the margins have been forced upon you. You need to make the margins happen and take some downtime, which you do. You went to Indiana and things like that. Take some time for yourself once in a while. You have to.
I have fun doing my work. When you enjoy your job, you don't really need time off as much.
Yeah, true.
Right? Check out the link down below for our sponsor, Pat. See what you can find for your kids. And yeah, what's better than a useful and fun Christmas gift, like I said. So I'll see you all in next week's video. Will you be around?
Nope.
It's gonna be my holiday. It's gonna be
holiday party?
It's gonna be hosting holiday party. Yeah, you don't know anything about it. Oops. My Bible study. We're doing a gift exchange and painting houses. So yeah, I'll take you guys along for that next week. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.